What's up guys, how's it going? My name is Lost and welcome back to another Kingdom Hearts KHUx video. So guys, in this video we are going to do some damage comparisons due to the recent update that both JP and Global got late last night, where pretty much Key Art 19 and Supernova Sephiroth is now able to be upgraded with the dual Meow Wow. So we're gonna do it before and after so that way you guys can maybe get an idea as to whether or not it's actually worth you upgrading both medals or whichever of the two medals that you actually have. So just a quick note though, that I do want to remind you guys that I know that not everybody is going to have the same traits as myself, because with my Sephiroth and my Key Art 19 medals, they have the perfect traits for my gameplay, and both medals were out during the time that I was still wailing in the game, so I know that not everyone is going to have the same traits. Again, this is just a damage comparison to just show off the differences once the medals have been upgraded. So I just needed to throw that note out there because I would rather not see any comments in the comment section where we have a few people complaining that, oh, I don't have the trades or anything like that, etc, etc. Now, if you do have questions about your trades, let me know in the comment section below, and because if you are deciding that you are wanting to use your dual Meow Wows to upgrade them, I can easily answer that question for you as to whether or not it will be worth it. So and then of course though, we're gonna quickly review both medals so that you guys can get an idea as to what the medals do themselves. And then of course I'm going to compare Sephiroth to the recent FFRK Sephiroth as well, because there is a slight actually no, there is a bit of a difference between both the OG Sephiroth, or the old OG Sephiroth, and the current new FFRK Sephiroth that is out right now. So real quick, let's jump into it, and shout out to KHUx Tracker for letting everybody use this information. So basically what we're gonna do is with Sephiroth right here, for one turn does reverse attack up by +3, power strength up by +7. The enemy's reverse and power defense goes down by 7, general defense goes down by 7, the guilt of the medal goes up by +100. Let's see, gives off 3 gauges, and then of course it does not affect the enemy's counter. But if you will compare that to the FFRK Sephiroth, and real quick, I do want to show off that once the medal is guilted and whatnot, it goes at 31.48 to 47.39. But then once you go to the FFRK Sephiroth, the Supernova version, which you are able to get via the medal boards, with this medal right here, I feel like this one is a better version of between both Sephiroths, only because for one turn, general strength and reverse strength and power strength, it goes up by 15. The special, the guilt bonus that it gives off is at 170 compared to the, the 100 that the regular Sephiroth gives off. And then of course with the debuffs, you got that -15 power defense, -15 reverse down on the enemies, and the multiplier on itself is actually slightly higher than the normal Sephiroth, going at 35.30 to 48.53. Now both medals I believe are AoE. Let me double check just to make sure. Yes, they are. So they are both AoE, and then the other difference is that this Sephiroth is a tier 8 medal, and then the FFRK Sephiroth is a tier 9 medal. So there is a slight difference in damage right there as well. But I know not everybody will have the FFRK Sephiroth, because pretty much you need 15 pulls to be able to get this medal via the VIP coins. So it's either or really as to which one you want to get between both Sephiroths. And then of course with Key Art 19, let's see, with Key Art 19 does 6 hits, and then for one turn the upright strength goes up by 3, magic strength goes up by 7, and then the target's upright magic defense goes down by 7, the general defense goes down by 7, the guilt bonus is at 100, gauge restores 3 gauges, and then of course the damage is oh, excuse me, I made a mistake on the Sephiroth as well. I misunderstood that. But It does more damage when only one enemy remains, and that is for both Sephiroth and KHUx. So I apologize for that. I misread that. So that's the medal right there for KHUx. But if you want to compare that to, say, FFRK Lightning, which is one of the recent medals that we also got as well. With Lightning though, even though she is a upright speed, for 1 turn you get that strength and upright strength by 15, the speed strength by 10, magic defense goes up by 3 actually, and then of course the guilt bonus is at 160. And with the debuffs on the enemies, the upright and the speed defense goes down by 15. Does not affect counters, and of course does more damage the higher the slot number. So you can kind of maybe get an idea right there. And I know that maybe after this video does pass the time where the FFRK banners are gone, this will still give you kind of an idea as to whether or not, if you did miss out on the FFRK medals, as to whether or not you should go for them or not, or if you already have them, if you want to upgrade them. So let's go ahead and jump into it, guys. Let's show off some damage comparisons and kind of give you guys an idea as to whether or not you should upgrade these medals. Now with my Sephiroth right here, if I let him talk, it does have extra attack, has plus 1000 ground air, actually has 2 extra attacks, and then the supernova multiplier is at 120. So let's go ahead and jump in with this medal right here, and then we are going to, I don't know, we'll choose a random friend medal, and then we're going to see what's up. Alright, so we're going to let our buffs play through and pretty much do his thing. And then before we get to the Sephiroth though, we are going to use the the guilt bonus that we get from the supernova attack from Kingdom Hearts 3 Sora. So we got that kicked in, we're gonna let that play out. And now Sephiroth does almost 1 mil, so that's not too bad, at all. And that was at like a 430% guilt if I looked at that correctly. So let's go ahead and switch over to KHUx. By the way, also, if you are new to the channel and you have been enjoying this video so far, make sure to hit that subscribe button for some future Kingdom Hearts videos. So let's go over to KHUx. Let's test the damages between that, and it's pretty much the same setup that you see right here, but of course KHUx is on the 3rd slot, and then we got everything else on there. So let's go ahead and jump into that. Let's see the damages that it does against the enemy here. So of course with Kairi, my Kairi as well does not have any extra attack on it, so pretty much I have to have the same exact setup. So we're gonna go let it play out, and then we go ahead and use the the supernova ability for Kingdom Hearts 3 Sora. And then with KHUx, it does 156 mil. Almost almost misread that. So that's not too bad, not too shabby at all. Okay guys, so we went ahead and did everything with the upgrading with the dual Meow-Wows. So this is the Sephiroth medal right here, which you can see the strength and the defense has gone up dramatically, and now we can add 2,000 more chips and dales to the medal, totaling up to 3,000. So the strength is over 20,000, which is awesome. And then of course the supernova multiplier has jumped that as well to 200. And with KHUx, it's pretty much the same thing. The strength and the defense has jumped up a whole lot as well, and then of course the multiplier for the supernova attack is at 200. So let's test these bad boys out. Let's see the damage differences now between the before and upgrade, and and see how much damage is going to do. Pretty excited about this, especially with the Sephiroth medal. It's you know, one of my most favorite medals is definitely the Sephiroth medal. So we're gonna go ahead and do that real quick. We're gonna get our buffs in, and then of course with the before we hit the Sephiroth medal, we want to get our guilt bonus up there. And then what we're gonna do now is use our supernova attack and see how much damage that does. Wow, 1,400,000,000. Wow, all right. So it jumped up about 300 mil, which is not that bad at all. Not too shabby, not too shabby. So the supernova attack did 1.4 billion. The metal itself did about 1.3 million. So yeah, 1.3 million. So that is almost a 300 to 400 mil damage difference. That's not that bad at all, especially if you do have some extra dual Meow Wows laying around and you do have both metals themselves. So let's go ahead and test out KHUx 19. Let's see what it does. And whoops, that's not the right setup. And see how much damage KHUx 19 is actually gonna dish out. So I'm excited. So at the beginning, KHUx 19 did about 156, 159 million per attack. So now we're gonna see what it does now. So we're gonna get a buffs in. We're gonna see what's you know, let us play out, do its thing. We're gonna go ahead and get that guild multiplier up there as well and see what it's going to do. And then we're gonna use the supernova attack and see what it does. So supernova does 1.5 mil, not too bad. And then with the attacks themselves, each hit does 223 mil per hit. That is not too bad. So that is about a, let's see, 60 mil extra damage per hit. So that's not too bad. That is not too bad, especially when you, with the way or the direction that the game is going, with the content getting harder and harder. If you do have both metals themselves, I feel like it's worth the upgrade. But of course, it definitely depends on the traits, because the traits, it's pretty much needed in this game. And you I mean, if you don't have the right traits, then the metal itself is pretty much useless going up against high level enemies, especially in Coliseum. So that's pretty much my damage comparison on both metals, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully this kind of gave you an idea as to whether or not you should upgrade both KHUx 19 or Supernova Sephiroth to their plus versions. As always, guys, if you enjoyed this video and you would like to see some more future KHUx content, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.